Welcome back to Fox 7 Austin News at 5. We welcome in Congressman Lloyd Doggett as Trump's deadline with Iran is less than 2 hours away. Congressman, earlier today, we're showing it right here. President Trump said, quote, "A whole civilization will die tonight if that deal is not reached." Your reaction?
Well, I'm here to sound the alarm about an escalating war and really an alarm about the president's health. This is just not normal. This would be genocide. It would be a war crime. That is not America. And I think the danger to us, to our families now and in the future from this kind of expansion of the war, which should never have been initiated in the first place, would be horrendous. And really, you know, if you just look at the president, we're accustomed to making very strong statements and often just say, well, he's just being brash. But if you look at this profanity-laced declaration, rant, really, on Sunday, Easter Sunday of all times, and then his comments yesterday, and then this amazing comment about bombing them back to the Stone Ages and eliminating a civilization that will never return again, these are just not normal. And I don't know where the problem is, but I think that there's a real need to examine his health and fitness to continue governing.
This afternoon, you posted on social media saying Trump's deranged behavior indicates he is unfit to serve and should be removed from office, but the 25th Amendment offers little hope. Why do you say that? And is this 25th Amendment, is that just a pipe dream? Is that a fantasy?
Well, I think some people desperate today have been calling me repeatedly saying invoke the 25th Amendment, don't really understand that amendment. It empowers the vice president and the cabinet. Those would be the people that Trump has recently appointed, some of which he's recently fired. They would have to act to bring that to the Congress. The only remedy the Congress has is impeachment. That would take a long period of time and would require some Republicans to join us. That's why my focus today has been on encouraging people, and it's unusual for me, I admit, to call their Republican elected officials and let them know that there is a need for people to push back and to encourage those around him to exercise some restraint. And I'm encouraged, for example, a fellow that's as MAGA as you find in Congress, Senator Ron Johnson from Wisconsin, a very conservative Texan from Tyler, Nathan Moran. They have both put out excellent statements of that type saying they don't want to be a part of eliminating a civilization. So hopefully we can restrain him now, but I hope that there'll be a serious examination of his health.
Have you been personally briefed on Iran as if to say, do you know something we don't know that would lead you to this argument against Trump's actions?
Not really. There's been a classified briefing, but rarely do they convey much that's not on the news. What I know is what Trump's been saying and also what he's been doing. There is a report today that he was told by his own military advisors and intelligence officers and Vice President Vance that this was not the thing to do, but he yielded to Prime Minister Netanyahu, not making America first, America second, and really American alone, as he didn't even advise our allies, the same people he is mad at now, and talking about leaving NATO, which would just be in Vladimir Putin's interest to march right across Europe.
The Islamic regime that's in place right now has been shouting for 50 years, death to America, wishing harm upon Americans. Is President Trump just matching that rhetoric and energy? And if so, and this does work, and a deal is reached tonight, could you say, well, I guess it worked?
It is a wretched Iranian regime. It's been wretched for a long time. It's just that we needed to respond and find a way to contain them on their nuclear weapons and their missile program, and that bombing them will not solve the problem. I think President Trump's rhetoric is way over the top. I think it says more about him than it does the Iranians, who are now putting human shields around some of these facilities. We do not want to be a part of the kind of assault that destroys Iranian civilization. That is not in our interest. It won't protect our families. It will make things more dangerous for us going forward.
Congressman Lloyd Doggett, we appreciate the time. Mike, we'll send it back to you.